If you need to sit up here too by the altar, you can do that as well. Now, I'm going to need some volunteers today. First of all, I'm going to need someone who can play the part of Jonah. Derek, you want to be Jonah again? You were Jonah last week when you got spit out of the belly of the fish, right? So let's hear. You take this, and you just head on way over there. Now, if that's Jonah, you guys are the people of Nineveh. And as we've been reading the story in our Bibles about Jonah, the people of Nineveh were very wicked people. They didn't obey God. They worshipped other idols. They were very violent and evil people. So you're the wicked people of Nineveh. Now, I got a couple items here that I'm going to have you take. Let's see here. Who wants this? All right. Who wants that? All right. Who would like this? Would you like that? And this. Well, I saw your hand up. There you go. Okay, so last week, Jonah was in the belly of the fish. You remember that? And from the belly of the fish, Jonah prayed to God. And God told that fish to spit Jonah out on the shore. Now, God came to Jonah a second time and said, "Arise and go to Nineveh and tell the people the message that I'm going to give to you." So, Jonah had a ways to travel, like 500 miles or something. Jonah came over to the people of Nineveh. Come on, Jonah. And you've got a message there to proclaim, a message from God. Listen very carefully to what God says to you.
God will destroy you in 40 days if you don't turn away from your sin.
Say it again. Make sure they hear it good.
God will destroy you in 40 days if you don't turn away from your sin.
Okay, so that's the message that God had Jonah proclaim to the people of Nineveh. Now, the people, believe it or not, when they heard that message from Jonah, a message that was ultimately from God, they believed what was said. They turned away from their sin. And there's some things that they did to show that they were serious about being sorry for their sin and turning away from it and hoping that God would not bring about the judgment that said he would bring. Now, Will, if you want to stand up so everyone can see what you're holding. Now, tell me, is this kind of rough fabric? What do you think? Yes. Imagine a shirt made of this material. Would that be kind of itchy? Yeah, I can only imagine what underwear would feel like if it was made of this. Okay. The king said everyone is to put on sackcloth. It was really rough material, and they were to wear sackcloth. Now, come on up with the bag. What do you think's in that bag? Not dirt. Look again. Pretend you just had a campfire. This is ashes. Okay? Okay, hold that up so everyone can see. That came from a fire we had recently in our campfire. The king put sackcloth on, and he sat on top of ashes. That seems kind of different, doesn't it? Okay, here, Will, you need to take that again. Now, who's got the lunch pail? Come on up. All right, come stand over here. Open it up. What do you got inside the lunch pail? Do the other zipper. Right here. Do that one. Okay, what do we got in the lunch pail? Nothing. Oh, all right. Katie, you come on up here too. What are you holding? All right, take a drink. Tricked you, it's empty. See? See that? Empty water bottle. You know what the king also said? He said, hey, we have to turn away from our wickedness. People have to wear sackcloth. The king sat on ashes, and he said, no one can eat or drink. And they did these things as a sign that they were sorry for their sin, and they hoped that God would not destroy them. Now, how many days Remember, did you listen carefully? How many days until God was going to destroy them, Landon? 40 days. I wonder what's going to happen 40 days later. Well, Jonah came. He told them the message. The people were sorry for their sin, and they turned away from their sin. And as we're going to find out in the story, God did not destroy them on the 40th day. Next week, though, as we look at the story, the last chapter of this story, Jonah was not happy. Why is that? You'll have to wait and find out. All right? If you got one of the items, you can set it on the pew here, and then you can head back to your seat.